opportunities to just do precision agriculture in a much better way, monitor forest health and carbon sequestration, you name it. We got tools now to do it, Gary, and it's just a great opportunity for a lot of new agribusinesses to come in. So great time overall.
The American public seems to be getting closer to their food provider. They want to know a little bit more about how food's produced, maybe the individual or the type of individual that's growing it. Are you seeing that as well?
I'm seeing it, and I think it's the best trend ever, because guess what? The closer they get, they'll see how hard it is to provide safe, abundant food, and it ties them better to what we do every day that we kind of take for granted. So it's a great movement.
That's futurist Dr. Lowell Catlett of New Mexico State University.
Texas Farm Bureau members, now listen up. The all-new Chevy Silverado, voted the 2014 North American Truck of the Year, is now just one of the great vehicles available to Texas Farm Bureau members. The all-new Chevy Silverado with the available 5.3-liter engine offers the best V8 fuel economy of any two-wheel drive pickup, with an EPA estimated 23 miles per gallon highway and 16 miles per gallon city. And it's backed by the best pickup coverage in America. And did you know that Texas Farm Bureau members have saved more than $8 million on the purchase of GM vehicles since the inception of the program? So there's no better time for you to visit your local Chevy Silverado dealer and get in on the savings. For more details on the Texas Farm Bureau program, go to our website, texasfarmbureau.org. The all-new 2014 Chevy Silverado, strong for all the roads ahead.
That's today's Focus on Agriculture. I'm Gary Joyner, and we are the TFB Radio Network.
All right, here we go. Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
It's showtime.
All right, showtime.
Showtime. Showtime.
It's showtime. It's showtime.
Showtime. Showtime.
Let's bring it in. It's showtime, right?
Hurry up.
Broadcasting live from the K-Best studios in the Spring City. It's the morning show you wake up to hear. Gooney in the Morning with Gooney.
It's hard to think of words in the morning.
And Heather.
And I'm dyslexic and ADD.
Yeah.
Whoa.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That escalated quickly.
Are you ready? Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to Gooney in the Morning on KBST, AM and FM. We're halfway through the week, folks. It's Wednesday, June 25th, 6:24 here at the KBS studios. I'm Gooney getting you up this morning. We got Derek the Bear Tant with us.
Roar.
There's a good early morning roar. That's what I like to hear.
That's all you get.
That's it for the rest of the day. That's it. That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's World Cup time.
Is it?
Yeah. World Cup soccer's going on right now.
I know.
Yeah, you know, I'm not a big soccer guy either. Like, I'm just...
Can we move on?
Already? Dang.
I don't know.
No, like, yesterday it got a little interesting because a guy bit another guy. Like, see this right here, the picture of this guy holding his mouth. I've
heard this, and apparently this guy has a history.
Yeah, he's done it at least 3 other times before this.
And the officials are like, oh, whatever, it's okay.
Yeah, and like his coach was like, this is soccer. Like, who cares if he bites him? We're here to play soccer.
As long as you're not using your hands, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Use your mouth.
Oh, World Cup soccer. Gotta love it. America's still alive in it.
Are we winning, or
we're tying? What? We're tying, which is just as good, apparently. You still get a point.
Well, it's a tournament. Are they even allowed to have ties?
Yeah.
Come on, soccer.
I know.
Stop.
Yeah, it's
just like the Olympics. We got to pretend like we're interested.
We do.
Yeah.
Hey, either way, go USA.
Yay.
Either way.
I remember a few months ago we were all talking about the long jump on skiing.
Right. Yeah.
And we were all like, yeah, go.
All excited about it and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're saying that I guess Thursday is USA plays Germany. And they're saying that there's a lot of folks that are going to have like an extended lunch and skip out on work to watch that game.
I'll be asleep.
Yeah, I'll be at work. I'm not going to be skipping out to watch the soccer game. Like, unless it's excused. If you get an excused absence, then yeah, I'm all about soccer.
But we're probably not one of those countries that like, they're going to dismiss work early.
Yeah.
I bet you there are, like, in other countries that love
probably like
football.
Like Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a national holiday.
Probably not even working right now during the whole World Cup.
Yeah. Probably not.
I don't know if this is a fact or not.
Just talking. That's all we're doing.
Just speculation.
LeBron James opted out of his contract in Miami.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So
he's a free agent now.
So he's up for bid.
Yeah. What's right now? I was watching it last night. They were saying that right now the team that has the best bid is Miami. Of course.
Okay.
But he just wanted to put it out there to see what other teams would do. And, of course, to make Miami pay more money for him and get a new contract. I think that's the real reason he's doing it. But he's saying he wants to go to a team where he can grow and win a bunch of championships and then work his way into, like, coaching and that. Yeah, kind of like he's
always got an agenda. He should go back to Cleveland. That'd be fun.
That's one of the teams, actually, he was thinking about. To be honest, is going back to Cleveland, which was crazy because of how much they hated him when he left.
They'll take him back.
They will. It's Cleveland. Like, why not?
We hate you. You're coming back? All right.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, let's see how this works out for us. Yeah. Cool, yeah. Carmelo Anthony's another one that opted out. They're actually talking about maybe there's possibility that LeBron and Carmelo could play together, which I doubt's going to happen. There's no team that can afford that.
Yeah, that
seems expensive.
Seems unlikely.
But we'll see. I know Heather's really excited because there's a possibility that Carmelo could go to the Celtics.
I'm sorry, who? Heather?
Heather.
Oh, I know who that is.
Oh, she's not here. I don't know who that is. Yeah. Yeah, there's a possibility he may go to the Celtics, so she's all pumped up about that.
She's a Celtics fan?
She is. She's weird like that.
What is up with you? You like the Bengals. She likes the Celtics.
Yeah.
Why can't we just like the Cowboys and the Spurs and be done with it?
We can take calls online. I mean, no, I'm not going to go that far. Hey, the Spurs are champions, so.
Yep.
I'm not a big basketball guy, to be honest. I don't know. It's just NBA players whine too much to me.
I like high school girls basketball.
Yeah.
Just because
we got to call that game, huh?
It's the single greatest sporting experience of my life.
That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We got to do it last year. Hey, Whataburger, they're getting congratulations for their name, their trademark name, Whataburger. It was on this date in 1950 when they authorized the trademark. It's kind of cool how the name came about. They were serving. Of course, they started up in Corpus Christi, was where the first Whataburger was.
Right.
And Harmon Dobson, he had opened the first one there, and he gave the restaurant the name after every time he would, make a burger and give it to his customers, they'd always go, "Wow, what a burger!"
That's awesome.
That's how he gave it the name. So yeah.
But in our Texas accent, we kind of shorten it to just say. It sounds like we're saying Whataburger.
Water.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends across the nation. So when I talk to them, I was like, "Yeah, so we went to Whataburger," and they're like, "What? What? What is that? That's what a burger."
Yeah.
And they're equally confused.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, "Yeah, it's the orange and the white striped building and
like what?
Big giant Diet Dr. Pepper."
Yeah, well, today, Whataburger, it's headquartered in San Antonio with more than 750 locations in 10 states with sales of more than $1 billion annually. Also, a cool fact here, last year, more than 150,000 new Texas businesses filed with the Secretary of State's office. That's a 5.6% increase from 2012. So, hey, go Texas.
Yes.
That's what I want to say. We got the local news coming up on KVST, AM and FM.
Well, hi there. I'm here from TXU Energy with a friendly reminder that you have a choice to make. Now, like millions of other Texans, you get to choose your electricity provider. But which one? Well, how about the one chosen by millions of Texans? That's TXU Energy, the #1 electricity provider in the state. Now, let's say you want a company with fair electricity rates. Hint, that one is also TXU Energy. Then again, you may be focused on service. You'd want a provider based here in Texas with a strong reputation and great customer service. That one? Yeah, TXU Energy. So you see, choosing the right electricity provider for your home or even your business is as easy as counting to, well, one. Chat with one of our expert advisors to learn more at 1-855-TXU-9208 or visit TXU.com. TXU Energy, for home and business, the right things right now.
with the news you need when you need it. Howard County's news leader, your K-Best Radio Group News.
Good morning. It is Tuesday. It is Thursday, June the 25th. I'm Tom A. Reese in the KBST News Center with your K-Best Radio Group News. 72 degrees in Big Spring, mostly cloudy, and your complete K-Best Pinpoint 7 weather forecast is on the way. Well, City Council for Big Spring met last night. KBST's news director, Alex Huddleston, has this report.
Yesterday evening, Big Springs City Council met for their final session of June. Council members had a full agenda as they passed a measure creating the Enterprise Fund for the landfill and sanitation departments, which will allow the city to more effectively and easily track the income and expenses for the city's trash services. Council members also approved the appointment of Terry Hansen to the McMahon Wrinkle Air Park Development Board. They declined to designate a nominee for the vacant director position on the Howard County Joint Tax Appraisal District, and council members made progress on securing infrastructure improvements for the city. They awarded bids for miscellaneous concrete services, which will be used for road and sidewalk repairs. They finalized an agreement with Bowler Equipment Services for utility services and went over some of the other contractors which will be making improvements to the infrastructure of Big Spring.
We have a target area around the TCDP grant that Tejas is going to be working. That was awarded 17th and Young from the water treatment plant to Goliad High School to 18th Street.
That, of course, is City Manager Todd Darden, for whom it was a very special day as he announced to the council that it was the 1-year anniversary of when he was officially awarded the position of city manager. KBST asked Todd if the city had done anything special for his anniversary.
No, they didn't. Nobody knew but me and my wife that today was my 1-year anniversary.
However, Mayor Larry McClellan, upon hearing this, added that the city would be getting Todd a cake to celebrate the occasion. One important item last night was council's input on budget priorities, and the main priority by the council was infrastructure, with every single council member reiterating that the upkeep and maintenance of the city of Big Springs water, sewage, and other services are of key importance in the next fiscal year. From the KBS Newsroom, this is News Director Alex Huddleston.
Thank you very much there, Alex. Well, the 3 local businesses helped push funding through for the annual Pops in the Park this year. The event, which was $20,000 short of its goal, was met by Super Rod, along with DCP Midstream and the K-Bast Media Group. Dwayne Fox, the Chief Financial Officer for Super Rod, said it's just part of giving back to the community.
We're all local boys here. Most of the people associated with Super Rod were born and raised right here in Big Spring, and we certainly believe in putting back into a community that has been so good to us.
And, of course, the event happens July 3rd at the historic amphitheater. Well, due to understaffing, the City of Big Spring Senior Food Services will not be open today, and they apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate your understanding for that matter. And effective in about 2.5 hours, about 9 a.m., the outside driving lane of westbound I-20 from mile marker 172 to mile marker 173 near Big Spring will be closed as part of the area's ongoing I-20 interchange project. The time frame for the time frame for this closure is about 3 weeks in duration. The closure is not expected to affect I-20 eastbound lanes in this area. And a special board meeting will be held tomorrow at 5:15 in the Big Spring High boardroom. Again, that'll start at 5:15 tomorrow, special school board meeting. In obituaries, Annie Pearl Cook, 80 of Pecos, died Sunday at the Big Spring Hospital. Vigil services will be at 7 p.m. tonight at Nally Pickle and Welch Rosewood Chapel. Funeral services will be at 10 a.m. Thursday, June the 26th at the First Christian Church in Big Spring, with burial to follow at 3 p.m. Thursday at Mount Evergreen Cemetery there in Pecos. And this portion of the news being brought to you by Nally Pickle and Welch.
Hi, I'm Casey Welch Baker. Do you know how much a funeral costs? If you're like most people, you don't spend a lot of time thinking about it. And if you're like most people, you like to pay the least and get the most. That's where we at Nally Pickle and Welch Funeral Home and Crematory can help. We offer the best for less. My dad, Tommy Welch, is all about saving families money, and we are all about giving them the very best service. Nally Pickle and Welch, serving the West Texas area for over 80 years.
News time is 6:36. Let's take a look at sports in the District 3 Little League Tournament action. The seniors, those are the 15 and 16-year-olds, they play for the District 3 title tonight. That will be at Steer Park. Other games, the 12-year-olds, they beat Tower last night 7-6. The 11s beat Midland 16-5. And Big Springs 10-year-olds also won 15-5. But the 9-year-olds, they finished second for their tournament. Midland beat them last night 9-5. Well, if you're a World Cup fan, you're going to love this. The United States tomorrow plays Germany. And other games scheduled for today, though, it'll be Honduras versus Switzerland, Bosnia versus Iran, Ecuador takes on France, and Nigeria will take on Argentina. And scores from yesterday, Costa Rica and England 0-0, Uruguay 1, Italy 0. Colombia beats Japan. Final there was 4-1. And if you hadn't heard the news by now, you may be living under a rock. LeBron James delivered his message loud and clear without actually saying a word that he's may choose to leave Miami. And if that's what it will take to win more championships, through his agent, James informed the Heat on Tuesday that he had decided to opt out of the final 2 years of his contract, a move that means he becomes a free agent on July 1st. But Pat Riley, the president of the club, says we're going to try to keep him in Miami. My question, why? News now.
The forecast you need when you need it. K-Best Weather.
Weather now brought to you by K-Best and Pinpoint 7. Mostly sunny. High of 92 today. Tonight, 68 sunny, 93 on Thursday. And then Friday, look for a high of 96, 98 on Saturday. And then on Sunday, look for a high of 99, Monday, 98. Curly and Ackerley, 72 and mostly clear. Borden County, 66, mostly clear. Grady, 70, mostly clear. Mostly clear at Forsyth, 71, and kind of cloudy out here. And 70 in Big Spring. For more on these stories and your 5-day forecast, visit Facebook or go online at kbestmedia.com. In the KBS News Center, I'm Tom Ayres.
You know, the greatest possession you can have is the 24 hours directly in front of you. Good morning. This is Reverend Carol Cole. I'm a member of Alive in Christ Lutheran Church, and it is my honor once again this morning to spend a couple minutes with you as we pause to look up and live. Dr. C.C. Albertson, you may or may not have heard of him, once wrote this about the use of time. He said it might be wise for us to take a little inventory of our resources as to time and review our habits of using it. He went on, there are 168 hours in each week. 56 of those we spend in sleep, or ordinarily would. Of the remaining 112 hours, we devote 48 hours to labor, more or less. This leaves us 64 hours, of which let us assign 12 hours for our daily meals. Now, we have left 52 hours net. That's what our conscious, active life can devote to any purposes to which we are inclined. He continued, is it too much to say that God requires a tithe of this free time? In other words, 1/10 of 52 hours. Well, let's see, that'd be 5.2 hours. How much of this tithe time do we devote to spiritual uses? If one is allowed an hour for church and an hour for Bible study each week, he'd still have 192 minutes a week, enough for nearly half an hour each day in prayer and Bible reading. Such a person would still have more than 45 hours a week for life's chores and personal fun. Well, the old excuse, I have too little time, really doesn't fly, does it? What is more likely the case is this, too little planning of the time we have. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 13:7, for there is a time for every purpose and every work under heaven. Or as we said when we began this morning, the greatest possession you have is the 24 hours directly in front of you. Think about it today. This has been Reverend Carol Cole for Look Up and Live.
Right away in a Texas Edition Silverado from Pollard Chevrolet Buick Cadillac, 1501 East 4th Street. It's sleek. 20-inch chrome wheels, monochromatic door handles. It seats 5 comfortably and has under-seat storage. It's rugged, whether hauling furniture or equipment. It gets the job done in style. That's Texas style. Silverado with a big silver star. What a deal! Buy local, receive VIP treatment. The price is right at Pollard. A lot of truck for your buck. Compare and save cash and time. Drive only a mile for a smile. Right away today from Pollard Chevrolet.
This is where the cowboy rides away.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
Hello, I'm Craig Holstead, the pastor of the First Presbyterian Church here in Big Spring, Texas. Did you know that the First Presbyterian Church has been in Big Spring for over 120 years? We've been around that long because we've stayed true to our purpose of proclaiming the gospel of salvation in Jesus Christ and living to be His tangible presence in the world today. People have asked me, what does it mean to be a Presbyterian? What do Presbyterians believe? I tell them the Presbyterian Church is a Christian denomination whose roots are found all the way back in the Protestant Reformation that began in the 1500s with people like John Calvin. We believe the Bible is God's inspired word for us and portrays the history of God's love for this world, a love shown most fully in the life, death, and resurrection of His Son, our Lord Jesus Christ. The Presbyterian Church. We've been here a long time. If you're looking for a church family, come join us this Sunday at 11 a.m. The First Presbyterian Church, a church home with room for you.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Wait, we're talking about Gooney here. Well, at least he's funny. Sort of.
Welcome back to Gooney in the Morning on KBST, AM and FM. We're halfway through the week. It's Wednesday, June 25th, 6:44 here at the KBS Studios. I'm Gooney, getting you up and on your way to work this morning. We got Derek the Bear Tan in the house.
What's up, Gooney?
What's up, man?
I'm doing great.
Are you? Good.
Always.
Heck yes. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. I want to give a shout out to everybody up in the Knott area today.
Knott?
Yeah, Knott. Everybody up in that area. Especially those out there in the oil field working around today.
The oil field workers?
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they are. There's a ton of them. Be safe out there. Those roads are busy. Real busy. Speaking of busy, got the Fantastic Fourth going on this weekend.
Yes.
Your brother's going to be in town. Your brothers
and a lady.
Yeah, and
one of the lady friends.
They dating? Are they dating Brandon and another? Or is that something nobody wants to know?
I don't. Yeah. Yeah.
That's always one of those weird things, especially if it's like a duet, if they sing together. It's like, yeah, we're dating off stage. Nobody knows. But sorry, I just broke the news to everybody.
Forget you heard earmuffs. Earmuffs,
everybody. Highway Run. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to hear them. That's what I'm pumped about. They've been doing a lot of stuff lately.
I mean, we've all heard Brandon sing. We've all heard Ryan drum.
Right.
I've actually got a chance to hear Alyssa sing, and she is fantastic.
Is she?
She is. And I think she does like this weekly show where she sings like 80s rock songs.
Really?
At a venue in Nashville.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's pretty neat.
So yeah, so she's cool.
That's neat.
Thumbs up from the big bro.
Got the big brother's approval. There you go. No, that's cool, man. That's going to be fun, though. That's going to be a huge show. Of course, Friday night down there at Fantastic Fourth, Adrian Calvio, AC and the Heaters, they're going to kick things off.
I've met the man. Good fella.
Yeah, he's good. He's fun, too, on stage. That guy's a lot
of
energy.
Yeah. I've seen him a few times. Absolutely a riot.
Yeah, he is.
He is the most energetic person, and he doesn't even know where he is.
Yeah.
He's so into the music.
He is, man. He's all over the place. It's fun. And then, of course, Reckless Kelly, Grammy Award winners. Right
wow.
there. Yeah, they'll be on stage Friday night headlining. That's going to be a great show right there. And then, of course, Saturday, that's going to be a lot of fun. At 9 a.m. Saturday, they're going to kick off with some gospel music. Alan Johnson's going to be up there doing some singing. It's going to be
Wow, I didn't know he sang.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
Wow,
yeah. Tons of vendors, food. There's going to be a kid zone. Speaking of the kid zone, just to ride like just specific rides in the kid zone, I think it's like $5 a piece. But you can buy a wristband. Now, wristbands at the Fantastic Fourth are going to be $25 is how much they're going to cost, and that'll get you into all of the kid zone activities. But you can go to 7-Eleven right now. If you buy one early, you can get a 2-day wristband for just $15.
Wow, that's
a huge savings right there.
That is an amazing discount.
Yeah, that's
too bad I'm not a kid.
Yeah, so yeah, if you plan on going to Fantastic Fourth and take your kids out there with you, I'd get to 7-Eleven today.
Yeah, and get you some coffee and some gas and a Slurpee. Is that what they have?
Yeah.
Slurpee.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Just have it up while you're there. Why not? Yeah, but that's going to be the kid zone's going to have a rock wall, of course. The fun houses, all that good stuff. There's going to be a zip line there.
I would break that.
Yeah, me too. I'm planning on it. I'm going to try. That's going to be my goal. Just woo!
You're like, I'm the MC. I can do what I want.
Yeah. And then, of course, just the music lineup Saturday night's incredible. Of course, like we're talking about Highway Run, Brandon Ray, your brother, he's going to be up there performing. Jody Nix will be up there. Mark McKinney's coming back to the Fantastic Fourth, and he always puts on a great show. And then this is the big worldwide debut of Anaya Simone.
Wow.
She's kicking off her world tour right here in Big Spring.
Where's she going?
Not sure.
Okay.
Yet.
I asked an unapproved question. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not sure yet. But this is like they're bringing in camera crews and all kinds of stuff. They're making a big deal out of this.
Wow.
This should be exciting just to be in that atmosphere and check it out. But yeah, she's I guess a country pop artist.
Wow.
Out of Las Vegas.
Interesting. So big events in our little burg.
Yeah. And of course, the good thing about Fantastic Fourth is free. Like it doesn't cost anything at all to go down there. It's a free concert, which is pretty cool.
Just find a parking spot.
If you haven't seen Mark McKinney perform live, I mean, this is one chance to do it for free. That's a good show, especially Friday night too. That's going to be a big show too. So 2 nights of free music and fun, food, vendors, all that good stuff.
All your bases are covered. It's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Downtown.
It's really cool to have events like that in your downtown. Not every downtown does that. So we're
ours does.
We're spatial. We're spatial. Yeah, they're talking about how here in Texas they're not going to have a inspection sticker anymore. They're just going to combine the two.
Yeah,
that's going to be interesting.
Interesting, and I don't predict a fair amount of compliance.
Yeah, it seems like it'll get difficult after.
Yeah,
especially at first, it's really going to be difficult.
It will be. I think it'll be confusing. Yeah,
we'll see because you're going to have to get your car inspected now. Like you're not going to be able to be like me and go 3 years before you finally go get it inspected.
Break out that big Sharpie and
yeah, right.
It's a 3, officer. It's a 3.
You remember when they used to be on the license plates, the little stickers that they used to put on there? I remember when I was a kid, that's how it all was. They had the little stickers on the license plates, tiny stickers too, just little bitty squares. Boop. That's what that was. That was cool. Back in the day, 80s kids rock. Woo.
Yes.
Were you an 80s kid? No, you're like 81, right?
80.
Oh, wow, barely.
Yeah.
Barely. You're almost 70s, huh?
And proud.
There you go. That's what I like to hear. That's exciting. Got the Pops in the Park coming up, man. That's always a good time in Big Spring.
Always. I love that event.
The fireworks are fully funded. Big thanks to Super Rod, big contributors to helping out the Pops in the Park, saving the fireworks this year, helping get the funds and everything like that. DCP Midstream also, big shout out to them. They pitched in and helped out quite a bit, and KBS Media. Yeah, here at the station, everyone here pitched in and did a fantastic job.
That's awesome. Give yourself a pat on the back.
We're gonna have a bam bam great fireworks show like always.
Thanks to you,
Big Spring has a huge fireworks show.
I love it.
It's amazing. Just all the festivities all together are exciting. Of course, Adrian Calvio, he'll be performing there too. AC and the Heaters, they're all over the place. They perform at the rodeo, Fantastic Fourth. They're at the Pops in the Park.
He's huge.
Yeah, he guy's all over the place. Got to watch out for him. That's gonna be good though. That's gonna be a good time. Good times in Big Spring. Of course, we'll be up there. KBS will be up there shooting off T-shirts from our slingshots.
That sounds like fun.
We finally got the Pops in the Park, the 2014 official Pops in the Park T-shirts are up and ready. You can actually go pre-order them on our website, kbestmedia.com. While you're there, click on the YouTube button, and it'll take you straight to our YouTube page. You can click on today's video and watch us live.
We are indeed streaming worldwide.
Worldwide.
In fact, I know for a fact that we were being watched in California.
Really?
And Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got all your YouTube fans watching us now?
Maybe.
It's possible. That's cool. That's awesome, man. Thanks for the shout-outs. That's huge.
Oh, yeah.
Just get on that. This is a weird story. Real quick, we don't have a whole lot of time to spend on this one, but Phil Collins has donated all of his artifacts from the Texas Revolution to the Alamo. Apparently, he has like some Jim Bowie stuff, Davy Crockett stuff, Barrett Travis, all kinds of really cool artifacts. And Phil Collins isn't even American.
He is not. He's English.
Wow. I didn't
Come
know
on.
that.
I can feel it in the Alamo tonight. I don't want to sing anymore. I'm sorry. I'll leave that.
No, it's weird, though, that he has so much Alamo stuff, Texas stuff. But, yeah, he's going to donate it to the Alamo, which is pretty cool. Thank you for giving that back.
That's awesome. Thanks,
Englishman.
Phil. If you're listening, thanks.
Yeah, if he's listening.
We are worldwide, so you never know.
Yeah, he's listening out there. Hey, get your birthdays and anniversaries in on our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/KBest957. We'll read those with your summer school lunch and your sweetheart of the day. When we return, we got TSN weather up on Gooney in the Morning on KBST.
K-Best Radio, it's time for your West Texas weather report. Still keeping the humidity around and still the threat for some scattered daytime and evening storms over the next day or so. For this afternoon, a 30% chance of an afternoon or evening thunderstorm with highs upper 80s to lower 90s. South winds about 10 to 15, but could be gusty if you see a thunderstorm or two. For this evening and overnight, any showers and storms that do form will dissipate before midnight, lows into the low to mid-70s. For Thursday, mostly sunny, highs low to mid-90s, southeast winds 15 to 25 miles per hour, and the heat will continue through Friday and the upcoming weekend as an area of high pressure builds into the region in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Morning lows into the 70s, highs will be into the mid and even some upper 90s possible in the western big country and the northwestern Concho Valley. It looks like the heat sticks around through early next week. I'm staff meteorologist Dan Bruno.
Claim it. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Claim it, claim it. That. It sounded like claim it.
Oh, those are just Claim It frogs. They remind everyone to visit claimittexas.org to see if they have unclaimed property.
Claimittexas.org. You get your money advice from a frog?
Of course. Who knows more about green stuff than frogs?
Each year, the Texas Comptroller's Office reunites Texans with millions in unclaimed cash and property.
I'm Texas Comptroller Susan Combs. 1 in 4 Texans has something at claimittexas.org.
This is Tumbleweed Smith. Glad to be a part of KBST in Big Spring. Since I've lived here for more than 50 years, I've had the opportunity to meet some of the most interesting and talented people right here at home. All types of folks, all ages, all unique. I report on people who make Texas what it is, the greatest state in America. Hear the sound of Texas weekdays on KBST, right after the 8 o'clock morning news, sponsored by Churchwell Insurance and Choate Well Service.
Car. Dallas is still in the running to host the 2016 Republican National Convention, and reports indicate the list of 4 finalist cities will be trimmed today. The RNC's site selection committee is to meet today to discuss the visits recently to Dallas, as well as Denver, Kansas City, and Cleveland, and the group is expected to vote today to narrow the field to 2 before making a final recommendation when the RNC meets in Chicago in August. The 2016 convention would either start in late June or mid-July, depending on which city is chosen. Church groups are stepping up efforts in South Texas to help handle the flood of illegal immigration. Many of the children are being released to meet with relatives with instructions to show up for a deportation hearing. Catholic Charities has set up a shelter in McAllen.
They have a relative here in the United States, and the relative is saying now is the time to come.
Ofelia de los Santos says the families are being told the government is only deporting violent criminals. The misinformation is bringing in more children. Visitors to the Alamo will soon get a chance to see some artifacts of the Texas Revolution that have been in a private collection.
The rock icon Phil Collins, who has one of the largest stashes of Alamo memorabilia in the world, has agreed to donate it, and Land Commissioner Jerry Patterson says they've got big plans to put it all on display.
Expand the footprint, take possession of Alamo Plaza to make the Alamo more like it looked in 1836.
This collection includes Jim Bowie's legendary knife and one of the only 4 remaining rifles that were owned by Davy Crockett. In San Antonio, Michael Board, TSN News.
The formal announcement with Phil Collins in San Antonio is set for tomorrow. The first items could be on display within a year. July 4th fireworks sales, of course, underway, causing concern, though, in the dry areas of Texas. About 70% of the state is in some form of drought. Travis County Fire Marshal Herschel Lee, for example, says even a small spark from fireworks can produce a huge fire. And he says it's not always humans that are the problem.
Some pets I have seen, they're excited and they will run and grab the firework, knock it over, and cause a fire inadvertently in that way. Or some pets are just the opposite, and they run away from home.
Democrats and State Senator Wendy Davis are marking the anniversary today of her star-making filibuster last year that delayed passage of a new abortion restriction law in Texas. Davis is commemorating the anniversary with Lieutenant Governor hopeful Letitia Van de Putte. They're holding a celebration in Austin today. The state legislature, of course, later passed that abortion bill. And on the baseball scene, Atlanta beat Houston 3-2. The Rangers lost to Detroit 8-2. This is TSN News.
Honey, I'm going to handle this real estate deal on my own.
Yeah, don't do that.
Why not?
Do you have any idea what it costs to defend a lawsuit?
Well, that's a vote of confidence.
Look at this contract. It's 9 pages.
Can't be that complicated.
No? What's an escrow fee?
Something to do with money?
What about paragraph 4, section A, subsection 2? Which box should we check there?
Well, I think...
And what about price?
I'll use one of those online pricing.
Don't even think about it, hotshot. I want someone who knows what they're doing, can advise us on our options, and won't let anything slip through the cracks. We're hiring a Texas realtor.
That's what I meant when I said I'd handle it on my own. I'll find a Texas realtor on texasrealestate.com. You think I'm an idiot? Don't answer that. It's rhetorical.
When you're ready for accurate, reliable information from a real estate expert, hire a Texas realtor. To find a Texas realtor, visit texasrealestate.com.
Iraq's prime minister is calling on his nation's political blocs to close ranks in the face of militants who've taken control over much of the country. But Nouria Maliki's weekly address today gave no concrete promise of greater inclusiveness for minority Sunnis. Russia's upper house of parliament has canceled a resolution allowing the use of military force in Ukraine. Parliament's action, ordered the day before by President Putin, is intended to show Moscow's eagerness to de-escalate tensions and avoid a new round of Western sanctions. The CEO of Malaysia Airlines says the carrier needs a radical operational overhaul in order to survive. The company has kept a low profile after the March 8th disappearance of Flight 370, which still has not been found. I'm Mitch Carr on the Texas State Network. This is TSN.
With news every hour, this is KBST AM and FM, Big Spring.
Here's the latest from ABC News. I'm Richard Davies. A new advance in the fight against breast cancer, which kills tens of thousands of American women each year. A study now finds the use of 3D mammography, in addition to traditional screening, may be more effective in fighting cancer. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Jennifer Ashton has this advice for women.
The skill of the radiologist who interprets that imaging test is as important, if not more important, as the technique used to do the imaging. And right now, not every single radiologist is skilled or trained in interpreting 3D mammography.
Breast cancer screenings have already helped reduce the death rate for women. For the first time in nearly 4 decades, American companies will be able to export a type of crude oil, a ban being lifted largely because U.S. production is booming.
The U.S. government hasn't allowed companies to export unrefined oil to any country besides Canada since the 1970s, a ban that came in response to the Arab oil embargo, which blocked Arab countries from sending oil to the West. Now, the Wall Street Journal reports the Commerce Department is giving 2 companies in Texas permission to sell a type of crude oil called condensate condensate, which can be turned into fuel, to foreign buyers, a move that could eventually open the door to other energy companies.
ABC's Scott Goldberg. Minnesota's governor has extended a state of emergency declaration for 35 counties after heavy rains caused major flooding.
I can't even comprehend this. It's awful. That's just the word I got to give you. It's terrible. It's dirty. It's I don't know what to tell you. I'm sad.
Sandy Brandecker in South St. Paul, Minnesota. Wins for the Republican Party establishment against the Tea Party. Candidates with mainstream backing winning Senate primaries last night in Mississippi and Oklahoma. This is ABC News.
Hi, this is Celine Dion asking you to help put an end to premature birth. I share the concerns and fears of every parent, knowing that more than 1 million babies around the world die every year simply because they didn't get enough time to grow. Let's work together for stronger, healthier babies. Visit facebook.com/worldprematurity to find out how you can make a difference. Thank you for caring.
This is Tour de Cure, and it's more than just a bike ride. It's a celebration. It's where every turn of the pedal helps stop diabetes. Where cyclists of all levels come together to make a difference, to raise money and to raise hope. It's the ride of your life. It's Tour de Cure. Register today at diabetes.org/tour. That's diabetes.org/tour.
The first U.S. military advisors have now arrived in Iraq. ABC's Jeff Zeleny reports that members of the U.S. Senate got a briefing on the situation there.
Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, he seems to believe that a new government is perhaps not that far off in Iraq. He says that he sees hopeful signs of the Iraqi people demanding some type of a new government. So he believes that Secretary of State John Kerry in Iraq is a very good sign, and he believes that a political solution may be at hand.
Insurgents have made major gains in recent days. Google may be getting ready to announce a new small set-top TV box at its conference today in San Francisco for developers. The likely move is part of a big shift for the search giant. An Android update, wearable gadgets, and smart home devices are just some of the innovations Google is likely to show off. I'm Richard Davies, ABC News.
Elrod's Furniture is pleased to announce that we are now the authorized dealer for Flex Steel furniture. Flex Steel, America's seating specialist, has been producing high-quality furniture for over 100 years. The Latitudes collection features the Dual Flex spring system that sets the standard for comfort. This spring system pairs the famous blue ribbon seat spring with helical coils into a durable steel frame. And because it's Flex Steel, both the wood frame and the spring system are guaranteed for life. The Latitudes collection lets you enjoy the quality of Flex Steel furniture, as well as the luxury of fine leather at prices you can afford. So come in for a no-pressure shopping experience at Elrod's Furniture, Big Spring's oldest, largest, finest furniture store with the best brands and best prices at 2309 Scurry Street.
Have you heard that now you get to choose your electricity provider? If you've heard that, you'll want to hear this. Given that same choice, more Texans have chosen TXU Energy than any other electricity provider. Let me repeat that. More Texans count on TXU Energy than any other electricity provider. There's a reason for that. Well, lots of reasons. I won't bend your ear, but I will mention that we're a Texas company serving Texans with a rock-solid reputation. And listen to this. TXU Energy has fair electricity rates with just the right plan to fit your energy needs. Oh, and if you ever need customer service, we're all ears. So for your home or even your business, talk to one of our expert advisors to learn why we're the right choice for so many Texans. Call 1-855-TXU-9208 or visit TXU.com. TXU Energy, for home and business, the right things right now.
It's never too late to enroll at New Hope Christian School for newborns through 12. New Hope offers a Becca curriculum with loving Christian teachers, after-school care, and transportation available for most area schools. Hot, nutritious breakfast, lunch, and an afternoon snack provided. Stop by 118 Cedar Road or go to newhopebigspring.com. That's www.newhopebigspring.com. See what a difference New Hope can make in your child's future.
We're sending you back to the future.
Your child's future depends on their education, and Nazarene Christian Academy continues to provide you with a choice in that education. With kindergarten, first grade, and second grade coming in 2014, they provide a Becca curriculum with certified, loving Christian teachers. For more information, go to newhopebigspring.com. See what a difference Nazarene Christian Academy can make in your child's future.
When you need a primary care physician, OBGYN, or other specialist, turn to Family Medical Center. You'll find caring providers in orthopedics, surgery, family medicine, obstetrics, gynecology, and podiatry. They focus on helping you achieve and maintain good health through preventive care and the management of chronic conditions. And they accept most insurance plans. For an appointment with a provider at Family Medical Center, call 267-5531.
Want to spice up your ride? How about a new Ford Mustang? Just visit participating Taco Villa restaurants today to enter the Spice Up Your Ride sweepstakes. It's your chance to win a new Ford Mustang. Plus, you could instantly win one of over 800 Taco Villa gift cards. For complete sweepstakes rules, visit tacovilla.net. But hurry, there are only 2 weeks left to register for your chance to win a new car at Taco Villa. The taste you crave in Odessa, Midland, Hobbs, Big Spring, and Andrews.
Donna and Daryl Rich of Westbrook and the Charles Parrish family of Coahoma invite you and your family to enjoy the festivities of the annual Pops in the Park concert and fireworks display to be held on Thursday night, July 3rd at the Big Spring Amphitheater. Donna and Daryl Rich and the Charles Parrish family hope that you will take a moment this 4th of July to reflect on the sacrifices of the men and women who died for our independence. Be safe and happy holiday.
Baseball brings us together.
Rockhounds Baseball, presented by Basic Energy Services, Saturday, June 28th, is Fireworks Night, when the Rockhounds host the Arkansas Travelers. It's also Firefighter Appreciation Night at Security Bank Ballpark. Gates open at 6, first pitch at 7. Fireworks Night, June 28th, sponsored by Devon Energy, KPEJ Fox 24, and Midland Memorial Hospital.
Baseball brings us together.
With the news you need, when you need it. Howard County's news leader, your K-Best Radio Group News.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, June the 25th. I'm Tommy Reese in the KBST News Center with your K-Best Radio Group News. 71, mostly cloudy in Big Spring. Your complete K-Best Pinpoint 7 weather is straight ahead. Well, there's going to be some new stickers or a new sticker on your car beginning next year. KBST News Director Alex Huddleston has the story.
Starting next year, the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles will be implementing a program that'll change the way Texas vehicles look.
It is called Single Sticker. It discontinues the vehicle inspection sticker and requires the registration sticker to serve as proof of both inspection and registration.
Now, Single Sticker doesn't mean that your vehicle will no longer have to be inspected.
Once fully implemented, a vehicle will have to pass the required inspections not more than 90 days prior to the registration sticker expiring in order for the registration to be renewed.
The Single Sticker process is expected to streamline registering and inspecting your car. Both will have to be taken care of during the same time of the year. Multiple vehicle registrations will be linked together, and most importantly and most visibly, only one sticker will be required on Texas vehicles. The DMV estimates that just by not printing inspection stickers with within the state of Texas, they'll be able to save over $2 million next year. And the DMV is attempting to make the process as painless as possible. For instance, if your inspection is currently after your registration, then come next March, you'll get a free year of inspection.
This is to avoid asking a customer to come in more than once, asking for a double inspection.
And if you're planning to leave the state for a trip or military service, they're working on assisting with that as well.
We understand that it would be overly burdensome to require them to come into the state to have that inspection completed. And so we are working through a process where the customer could notify the county and then upon return to the state within 72 hours get that inspection completed.
Over the next 9 months, the DMV will be working to educate the public and ensure the transition goes as smoothly as possible.
The agency is working on a public education and outreach campaign. March 1st of next year is when single sticker goes into effect. We are confident that we will be ready.
I bet you we'll get a lot of complaints.
We will try to minimize that for you.
In the KBS Newsroom, this is Alex Huddleston.
Thank you very much, Alex. Marcy Place held its ribbon cutting on Tuesday. Amy Rogers, the Regional Director of Sales and Marketing, elaborates on that event.
Marcy House, as it used to be called, was under a different management company. Enlivant bought the company and has started doing their rebranding and putting changes in place to put the focus back on the resident where it needs to be.
Well, several improvements were also made to that facility.
As you can see in the front porch, we had a big front porch challenge. We had all our communities work together to put some color back into the communities. Redo the flowers, put some areas that you can sit and actually congregate with your family and friends. You don't just have to be inside. Go outdoors. That's part of it. We're also going to see changes inside. We're going to be looking at updates. You know, aesthetics isn't our main concern. We want to make sure everybody's happy, but in order to be happy and proud of where you live, we do need to improve on it. Little things. We need to look a little bit better than what we look like. So you'll see some improvements coming on internally as well.
Well, 3 local businesses helped push through funding for the annual Pops in the Park here in Big Spring. The event, which was $20,000 short of its goal, was met by Super Rod, along with DCP Midstream and the K-Best Media Group. Dwayne Fox, Chief Financial Officer for the Super Rod, said, it's just part of giving back to the community.
We're all local boys here. Most of the people associated with Super Rod were born and raised right here in Big Spring, and we certainly believe in putting back into a community that has been so good to us.
Yeah, the event is set for Thursday, July 3rd, which draws thousands to the historic amphitheater. Howard County was authorized for emergency grazing use of Conservation Reserve Program, those acres for fiscal year 2014. Currently, 59 counties have received emergency grazing approval. The 90-day emergency grazing period for those counties will end on September 11th, 2014. See, the Big Spring Senior Center Food Service will be closed today. It means meal preparation will not be available at that facility today. A special board meeting is scheduled for Thursday, June 26th. That'll be at 5:15 p.m. in the Big Spring High School boardroom, 707 11th Place. And beginning today as well, the outside driving lanes of westbound I-20 from mile marker 172 to mile marker 173 for Big Spring will be closed as part of the area's ongoing I-20 interchange project. The time frame for the closure is about 3 weeks in duration. The closure is one that is expected to affect I-20 eastbound. The closure is not expected to affect I-20 eastbound lanes in that area. In obituaries, Annie Pearl Cook, 80, of Pecos, died on Sunday at a Big Spring hospital. A vigil service will be at 7 p.m. tonight at Nally Pickle and Welch Rosewood Chapel. Funeral services will be at 10 a.m. tomorrow at the First Christian Church here in Big Spring. Burial to follow at 3 p.m. later on tomorrow at Mount Evergreen Cemetery in Pecos. And this portion of the news being brought to you by Myers and Smith Funeral Home.
Losing a loved one is a time for family. That strength is what helps us carry on. We lost Dad, but we had each other.
It's all about family.
Our family has been serving the local area for many years. It would be our privilege to serve yours with sensitivity, compassion, and respect.
Myers and Smith Funeral Home and Chapel.
News time is 7:15. Let's take a look at sports for today. Seniors will play for the District 3 title at 8 o'clock at Steer Park. That's the Little League District 3 tournament. Other games, 9-year-olds finished second at Midland as they got beat by Midland last night, 9-5. But what a great effort for the 9-year-olds. Big Springs 10-year-olds win 15-5. The 11-year-olds are on the way as well, 16-5. And the 12-year-olds, they beat Tower last night. Final there was 7-6. And the World Cup, the United States back in action tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon rather, when they take on Germany. Other games scheduled for today. Nigeria takes on Argentina. Honduras versus Switzerland. Bosnia, Iran, and Ecuador takes on France. So if you're a soccer fan, a lot coming your way in the next couple of days. 7:16 now.
The forecast you need when you need it. K-Best Weather.
And Pinpoint 7 weather, mostly sunny today, high at 92. Tonight, 66. Then on Thursday, look for a high of 93. Friday, look for a high of about 96. Saturday, going to get a little hot. Look for a high of 98. 99 coming your way on Sunday. And then Monday, look for a high of 97. Stanton currently 72, mostly cloudy. Garden City 72, mostly cloudy. Coahoma 71, mostly cloudy. 71, mostly cloudy here in Big Spring. For more of these stories and your 5-day forecast, visit Facebook or go online at kbestmedia.com. I'm Tom A. Reese in the KBST News Center.
This is your Action News reporter again at the scene of Back in Motion Chiropractic, where another amazing incident seems to have occurred. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened here at Back in Motion?
Yeah, I did. He looked like an ordinary man, but I believe he was a superhero. He took Ethel's head and adjusted her neck real gentle-like, and she came out a-smiling. Took her pain away in a flash. Come back here, Ethel!
There you have it. Pain has once again been eliminated at Back in Motion Chiropractic.
Our home, it's one of the biggest investments we ever make. I'm Kelly Seals from United Country Heart of the City Realtors. With over 12 years of real estate experience, I have the expertise to help you, whether buying a home or selling your existing property. Call me today and let's make your home buying or selling dreams come true. United Country Realtors, because nobody knows the country like we do.
Now everything is easy 'cause of you.
Does even the thought of going to the dentist make you feel anxious? Has it been years since you've been to the dentist, and do you fear that you will need a lot of stressful dental procedures? This is Dr. David Ward, a comprehensive general dentist in Big Spring, and I'd like to introduce you to the calming world of sedation dentistry. We offer soothing nitrous oxide gas and oral conscious sedation where you take 1 or 2 small pills and become very relaxed, often snoozing and not even remembering the appointment. So whether you need anything from just a few fillings to surgery to a full mouth makeover, sedation dentistry will help you achieve your goals in a relaxed and comfortable manner. See our website at davidwarddds.com for more information about this and the many other unique services that we offer. Dr. David Ward, gentle, beautiful, high-tech dentistry right here in Big Spring.
Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
It's showtime! All right, showtime.
Showtime.
It's showtime!
It's showtime.
Showtime. Showtime.
Let's bring it in. It's showtime, right?
Hurry up.
Broadcasting live from the K-Best Studios in the Spring City. It's the morning show you wake up to hear. Gooney in the morning with Gooney.
Words in the morning. Yeah.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That escalated quickly.
Are you ready? I think crazy Sunshine, she's here.
You can take away. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're listening to Gooney in the Morning on KBST M&FM. We are in the middle of the week. It's Wednesday, June 25th, 7:20 here at the K-Best Studios.
Clap along if you feel like a
I'm Gooney here, waking you up, getting you on your way to work this morning. We got Derek the Bertant in the house with us.
Roar.
Oh, that was a good one right there.
I know I said I wasn't going to roar,
you
but
lied. You lied to me, Derek.
it was a good lie.
Fibber. What's up with that, man? We're in the middle of the week, finally. Oh, what a week. It's going to be a busy weekend, too.
Really? Is there stuff going on?
Yeah, a little bit. You're going to be off this weekend? You're going to get
sir.
See your brother perform, right? That'll be fun.
I have thought about it, and I figured it'd be a good idea to go to the show.
Might make it down there, huh? Yeah.
It would make Christmas awkward if I didn't.
It's possible. Hey, let's do some summer school lunch, Derek.
Hey. Summer school, mini clugs of peach cup, or fruit juice, and milk. Maybe even chocolate milk.
Maybe.
And then there's like a line, and then there's more. Beef and bean burrito, Spanish rice, fresh veggie cup, fruity jello, fresh fruit bowl, milk.
Milk. Remember the bag milk? That was the funnest milk ever.
I didn't have that. I was before the bag milk.
I didn't have the bag milk. That was amazing. You just grab it and squeeze it and just put the straw in there.
I never liked milk.
It's fun. You didn't?
Just the chocolate bit, even then.
Yeah.
Even then, I didn't really.
Milk guy.
I haven't had any in a while.
You should.
Yeah.
Why not? You're going to be craving it.
Mm-hmm.
Some chocolate milk.
7-Eleven.
That's right.
As we have established earlier.
Giving them some shout-outs today, Derek.
Everybody likes to hear their name.
That's true. That's true. Hey, real quick, I want to remind everybody, every Tuesday, we did this yesterday. We give away the Street. Brenda's is open Monday, Friday, from 11 to 8 p.m. Since today is Wednesday, their lunch special from 11 to 3 is going to be chicken fried steak. And then tonight from 4 to 8, their dinner special, all-you-can-eat sirloin steak, $13.95. That's down at Brenda's Hilltop Cafe on top of the hill.
You had me at steak.
Yeah?
Chicken fried steak.
Oh.
A uniquely Texas cream.
Yeah, let me see. Didn't make that up. That's a lie. It is unique to Texas. Texas did somewhere.
It's hard to describe to people. So what are you going to make? Well, we're going to take this piece of meat.
Well, this is what we're going to do. Yeah. And we got a birthday in on the Facebook page. Mary Zitterkoff wants to wish a happy birthday to Josh Childers. Happy birthday, Josh. Hope you have a fantastic day. If you're having a birthday or anniversary out there, we here at Gooney in the Morning want to wish you a very special birth-anniversary. One or the other, you're having it.
Yeah. And it's too late, people. It's a NASCAR minute today, so we can't do no late birthdays.
Got that going down today.
Too bad.
That's awesome. Hey, today's sweetheart, Miss Betty Shankles. Congratulations. Betty's going to be receiving a beautiful rose in a bud vase from the fine folks down there at Faze Flowers. If you happen to see Betty today, thank her for everything she does. Give her a big congratulations for getting Sweetheart of the Day. And go ahead and give her $1. Give her. I'm just going to go old school and go back to the $1.
Wow. Gotten really cheap. What about inflation? Yesterday was like 23 bucks.
I know. It's easier to give $1.
It is.
For most people. If I say give $1, they're most likely to give $1. If I say give $84, everybody's like, no, Gooney. I don't want to do that.
I'd be interested in reading the statistics on Sweetheart of the Day receiving money from strangers.
You know, I would too. I know we had a caller call up here one day, and he said that they did that. You know, Bill Norris said give $1 one day, and everyone brought $1. It was like a secretary, administrative assistant, or something like that, working at the office, and she walked out of there with like $80 that day.
Nice.
Everybody that saw her gave her $1. So. Yeah, it'd be nice to see the statistics off all of them.
If you in your day happen to see me, give me $1.
Yeah, right? Man.
Ooh.
Don't you like that?
I love it.
Like when that happens. Hey, we got some random facts in here somewhere, too. How about that?
I love them.
5 random facts for Wednesday. Let's see what they have to do with Wednesday.
Probably not. Nothing.
Probably nothing.
Number 5.
Probably nothing. Hey, number 5. Yeah, you like that? The 5 countries where the highest percentage of people are Googling World Cup right now are 5 countries that don't even have teams competing. The Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, Liberia, Liberia, South Sudan, Sierra Leone. Apparently none of these countries have teams, and they're talking more about the World Cup than any others.
It doesn't surprise me because I know the people from Vanuatu and Liberia are voracious World Cup fans.
Are they?
Oh, yeah, I know it.
Really?
Maybe.
Number 4.
It's possible. I can't even say the name of the country, so they're probably good soccer fans.
Number 4.
I know. For the U.S. has so many people in prison right now that if each U.S. state were a separate country, the 36 countries in the world with the highest rates of prisoners would be all U.S. states. Cuba would come in 37th.
Wow.
That's a lot of prisoners right there.
Yeah. We got a lot of them right here.
Yeah.
Number 3.
That's right. M&M's had a chance to be the candy featured in E.T., but they turned it down. Reese's Pieces jumped in at the chance as soon as they announced that and experienced a 65% jump in profits after E.T. came out.
I still applaud M&M for not selling out.
You think so?
To the man.
Is that what happened?
I guess.
That would have been fantastic.
Number 2.
I love M&M's. If a Major League Baseball player, this is a cool one right here. If a Major League Baseball player catches a ball with their hat, the batter automatically gets a triple, and anyone else already on base gets to score.
Did not know that before today.
Me neither. That's a cool fact right there. I wonder if anyone's tried that.
Of course, I didn't know most of these before today.
Random.
Number 1.
Number 1, the world record for bench press was 363 pounds in 1916. It's now triple that. There's a guy named Ryan Kennelly who bench pressed, check this out, 1,075 pounds in 2008.
Oh.
That is nuts. Steroids?
I can do 1,073 maybe.
You're almost there, huh?
Just there.
Just one rep or?
Just one. Maybe, yeah.
Just one. That's all you can get, huh?
Wow. I don't.
Now, speaking of World Cup, did you see the story last night? There was I don't remember exactly what teams they were for, but there was a guy that bit another guy yesterday in the World Cup, and that's a huge deal. Apparently, this guy's done this like 3 other times in the past, and the soccer federation was like, oh, well.
Who's his coach? Mike Tyson?
It must be with the.
Listen up, Jerry. If you can't defend the guy, just bite him.
Just bite him. Just make sure you fall right into his shoulder with your teeth.
Just don't use your hands.
As long as
it's hands-free, coach.
Use your hands. That's fun. And that's what he made it look like he did, that he just fell into the guy with his teeth. Just chomped on his shoulder a little bit. And then the coach was like, hey, guys, it's soccer. It's just soccer. That's what you do. You just bite people.
It's so violent.
It is.
And it's not even the playing. It's just the punching and the headbutting and the
running into each other.
The biting. I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah,
How about that biting incident at the World Cup?
Yeah, it's intense, man. Oh, it's intense. But I guess USA is going to be playing Germany on Thursday. They're actually predicting that a lot of folks are going to take an extended lunch to watch that game on Thursday.
Are you going to do it?
No. Probably
you should.
Not. Probably. I don't know. I'll kind of, no, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to keep up with it at all. That's not even going to happen. Not at all.
We will be diligent to find out about it before we go on the air.
Yeah, the next day we'll figure it out.
We'll tell you about it.
That's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Hey, we got the Fantastic Fourth going down this weekend, this Friday and Saturday. Things are going to kick off Friday at 6 o'clock. I'm going to have AC and the Heaters up on stage. And then headliner, Grammy Award winner, Reckless Kelly Friday night. And Saturday, things are going to kick off at 9 a.m. with some great gospel music. Of course, there's going to be festivities going on all day long. You'll have Miss Stevie's Dance Studio. They're going to be down there performing. There's going to be a sidewalk chalk artist doing the 3D sidewalk chalk. And it's even going to be a workshop at 10 o'clock.
I heard about that. So is that going to mean that there's going to be 3D sidewalk chalk art?
Yeah,
I can't talk today.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, 3D sidewalk chalk
You should have tried
art.
making that commercial. Yeah, that was tough. But yeah, she's just doing one big mural right there at the right under the gazebo.
So I mean, but you said there's going to be a workshop. So does that mean there's going to be that stuff on the sidewalks in Big Spring?
I don't know. I don't know exactly how she's going to do the workshop. It'll be fun to find out. You got to get down there at 10 o'clock Saturday.
Maybe I will.
Maybe. Hey, we got the NASCAR Minute coming up. TSN's up first on KVST AM and FM.
Good morning. This is Morning News Break from the Texas State Network. I'm Chuck Martin reporting. Ahead this Wednesday, June 25th.
Billboards across Texas may be getting taller.
I'm Barbara Schwartz.
We begin, though, with Texas crude, and it could be going overseas before long. Mitch Carr explains.
It would be the first export of unrefined U.S. oil since the Arab oil embargo of the 70s. The Commerce Department has given Irving-based Pioneer Natural Resources and Enterprise Products Partners of Houston the okay to sell a type of ultralight oil from the Eagle Ford Shale, which can be refined into gasoline, jet fuel, and diesel. The Wall Street Journal says shipments could begin in August and eventually grow to 700,000 barrels a day. Critics say the oil should stay in the United States to help bring down gas prices. Mitch Carr, TSN News.
By the way, the Texas AAA overnight average is $3.52 a gallon. That's up a nickel since last week. Well, did you know that a big chunk of your electric bill is going to powering laptops, smartphones, and other devices even as they sit idle? Pulling the plug is one way everyone can save on so-called phantom energy. Extension Program Manager Laura Langham says they drain energy all the time.
For example, your cell phone charger is plugged in. A lot of people will just leave it sitting there even when their phone is not being charged. It's still pulling energy, and each one of those things are very small as an individual thing.
Plans for a bullet train that officials say would carry passengers between Dallas and Houston in 90 minutes is expected to clear an early hurdle. Federal officials scheduled to announce today if Texas and the private company behind the rail project can begin environmental reviews. Well, there is talk about making billboards in Texas taller. Here's TSN's Barbara Schwartz.
Billboards can be 42.5 feet tall, but TxDOT is discussing raising the maximum height to 65 feet.
We're not changing the size of the sign. There are still regulations for the actual size of the sign. This is just about the height. And it's based on scientific research that says it's actually better to have them higher than not for the driver.
TxDOT's Veronica Beyer says the proposed change is at the request of the billboard industry, and the agency will take public comment on the proposal through July 14th. Barbara Schwartz, TSN News.
The search continues for a woman last seen horseback riding near the Canadian River. The body of a 7-year-old girl riding with the woman was found shortly after a helicopter pilot spotted a riderless horse in Wheeler County. Still ahead.
I'm Chris Schneider. Rangers and Astros both got back to work last night.
Along with Mike Rogers' Other Side of the News coming your way on TSN Morning News Break.
Yes, Park Place is the place to live for active seniors. Yes, Park Place offers a maintenance-free lifestyle. Yes, Park Place offers transportation to appointments, shopping, and special events. Yes, Park Place provides 3 well-balanced meals each day. Yes, Park Place is affordable. Come see Amanda Cole Calvio and say yes to real living at Park Place, 501 West 17th, Big Spring.
A West Texas summer lies before us with countless ways to enjoy its sunshine, trails, lakes, parks, festivals, and lazy afternoons. The only 2 national parks in Texas are in West Texas, and there are numerous state parks out here. Whatever your travel plans might be for this summer, make sure your vehicle is in good shape. If you need a park, call West Tex at 263-5000. The folks in the know when it comes to auto parts, especially parts for late model pickups. Snyder Highway, Big Spring.
Welcome back to Morning News Break. Well, prior to June 25th, 2013, few outside her Fort Worth Senate district knew much about Wendy Davis. But 1 year ago today, Davis made a worldwide splash, filibustering a bill that would limit late-term abortions.
Members, I'm rising on the floor today to humbly give voice to thousands of Texans.
Davis spoke on the floor for nearly 13 hours to block Republicans from passing the bill, although Governor Perry eventually signed the legislation into law. The spectacle and instant celebrity helped propel Davis to the Democratic nomination for governor this year. Today, Davis commemorates the anniversary with a celebration in Austin. Joining her will be Senator Letitia Vanderpute, who is running for lieutenant governor. The Republican-controlled legislature eventually passed a number of abortion bills that Jody Jacobson, president of the pro-reproductive rights website RH Reality Check, calls an all-out assault on a woman's right to choose.
All these different means, the forced ultrasound, the unnecessary
unnecessary medical tests, the extra visits, the closing clinics, all together serve to make abortion less accessible, more expensive, more time-consuming, and really to force women to carry pregnancies to term no matter their own personal circumstances.
A federal court rules on the side of a pregnancy counseling center over a 2010 Austin ordinance requiring them to post a sign stating they don't perform abortions, provide referrals for abortions, or contraception.
Live Care Pregnancy Counseling Center Executive Director Pam Coburn says the provision was part of a national campaign by an abortion rights group.
It's kind of interesting that they would come up with an ordinance that would only affect 4 organizations to begin with. But we do know that this was something that was a national strategy by the National Abortion Rights Action League.
Coburn says similar ordinances in other cities also failed to hold up in court. She says the judge ruled the city must pay all legal bills over the court battle, which could add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. In Austin, Carol Nelson, TSN News.
Church groups are scrambling to meet the needs of the thousands of Central American kids, teens, and families pouring into South Texas in recent weeks. Catholic Charities setting up a shelter in McAllen, helping them connect with family.
They have a relative here in the United States, and the relative is saying now is the time to come.
Ofelia de los Santos says these families are told children are being allowed to stay in the U.S. Many of the children, after they're caught, are being released to meet their parents with instructions to report for a deportation hearing. Stafford police say 2 brothers and a teenage sister have been found dead in the family home in the Houston suburb. Investigators suspect a double murder-suicide. Police went to the home yesterday afternoon after receiving a telephone call from a frantic woman who screamed that her baby was dead. July 4th fireworks sales are underway, and it is causing plenty of concern for the 70% of the state still in some form of drought. Travis County Fire Marshal Herschel Lee says even a small spark from fireworks could touch off a huge fire. It's not always humans that are the problem.
Some pets I have seen, they're excited and they will run and grab the firework, knock it over, and cause a fire inadvertently in that way. Or some pets are just the opposite, and they run away from home.
Statistics show some 9,600 people ended up in an emergency room in 2011 with an injury caused by fireworks. More than a quarter of those treated were under the age of 15. Rock music legend Phil Collins just happens to have one of the world's largest public collections of Alamo artifacts. Tomorrow, he'll be at the Texas Shrine, where he'll donate his collection. Texas Land Commissioner Jerry Patterson says there's some pretty cool stuff here.
One of the 4 rifles known to have belonged to David Crockett. Got a whole lot of, documents that tell unique and sometimes poignant stories.
So a lot of people are asking, how would Collins, an Englishman, have become so interested in the old mission thousands of miles away in Texas? Well, turns out the former Genesis drummer was a huge fan of Fess Parker, who starred in those old Davy Crockett TV shows. Mike Rogers is up next.
Chuck, if you have to ask about the gas mileage, you probably can't afford it anyway. The world's first amphibious RV.
We actually have outrigger sponsons that come out and make us 14 feet wide in the water.
We'll have more coming up on the other side of the news.
Along with Chris Schneider Sports, his morning news break for Wednesday, June 25th continues.
Buy from Benny, better buy from Benny, and you'll get a better buy.
Now, when we say you'll get a better buy at Benny Boyd, we mean it. But what exactly does a better buy mean for you? Well, at Benny Boyd, you'll meet genuine, honest folks like yourself who will treat you right and get you exactly what you want. Especially if what you want is a better price.
Ain't no better way to buy, so don't you even try to make it worth the drive.
You can even buy your new car or truck over the phone, and Benny Boyd will deliver it right to your doorstep at no extra charge. And with over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, you'll find the perfect vehicle at the better price. And that, my friends, is what the Benny Boyd Better Buy is all about. So come get a better buy from Benny Boyd in La Mesa at 2713 Lubbock Highway.
Better buy from Benny and you'll get a better buy. That's Benny Boyd, y'all.
Find new roads.
Welcome back to Morning News Break. Here's TSN's Mike Rogers. and the other side of the news.
The thing about bridges, they're so overrated. If you're lucky enough to have the newest luxury RV at your disposal,
It is a yacht with wheels.
John Gilgim is with the company in South Carolina that builds this 14-ton behemoth.
We actually have outrigger sponsons that come out and make us 14 feet wide in the water.
Then they add to the stability with a lot of ballast.
The engine, the transmission, the axles, everything else are all mounted just within like an inch of the bottom of the boat hull.
All the heavy stuff down low.
Our center of gravity is only about 30 inches off the ground.
Inside, meanwhile,
we have lovely yacht interiors, teak wood cabinetry, for example, and things like that just make it special.
And plenty of bells and whistles up front, too.
We designed a cockpit that was kind of spaceship aircraft-like so that everything is in one location.
John says they've now tested the prototype all over the country.
We've been to Washington, D.C. We've been to Cape Cod. We've been to California with it. And we've been in the water in all those places.
And so far, so good. No leaks at all. So if the RV park is full, just drive it into the lake.
You can take your jet skis. You can set up and party out there for the weekend.
And become the admiral of your own fleet.
Mr. Christian!
Can you pull a water skier?
No, it's a displacement hull, so it doesn't go fast.
Yeah, but if you can afford one of these, you can probably afford a speedboat to go along with it.
We've got about $1.2 million into this vehicle.
But that's not really that bad.
Frankly, there are motorhomes out there that are even more expensive than this, and they don't go in the water. Well, they could go in the water once.
I get it. You mentioned that you're a pilot. I guess that's the next step, right?
Well, I don't think we're going to make a motorhome fly.
But this might be the next best thing. And I'm Mike Rogers with the other side of the news on TSN.
Chris Schneider's got sports.
Thank you, Chuck. Good morning. Baseball last night. The Rangers and Astros both at home, and they both lose. Texas falls to Detroit 8-2. Former Ranger Ian Kinsler homered in his first at bat. J.D. Martinez at the tie-breaking two-run shot, and Adrian Beltre 4 for 4 in the loss for Texas. Rangers have purchased the contract of Carlos Pena from AAA Round Rock. He went 0 for 4 in the game last night. Astros fall at home to the Braves 3-2. Houston rookie George Springer hit his team-leading 14th home run in the loss. Those same teams will play tonight. Houston at home to Atlanta. Texas at home to Detroit. Virginia forces a third and final game in the College World Series Finals, beating Vanderbilt 7-2. Chris Schneider, TSN Sports.
Thanks, Chris. Recapping our top story this morning, ultralight crude from the Eagle Ford Shale in South Texas will soon be exported overseas. The Commerce Department okaying the arrangement. It's the first time for U.S. oil exports in more than 40 years. The two Texas companies will begin initial shipments in August. With Morning News Break, I'm Chuck Martin, TSN News.
Anna and Daryl Rich of Westbrook and the Charles Parrish family of Coahoma invite you and your family to enjoy the festivities of the annual Pops in the Park concert and fireworks display to be held on Thursday night, July 3rd at the Big Spring Amphitheater. Donna and Daryl Rich and the Charles Parrish family hope that you will take a moment this 4th of July to reflect on the sacrifices of the men and women who died for our independence. Be safe and happy holiday.
Hey West Texas, it's Renee from Crossroads Saloon. I'm here to let y'all know that we got different drink specials going on all week long, including Bloody Mary Sundays, Whiskey Wednesdays, and for all you tequila lovers out there, Margarita Thursdays. We also have karaoke 3 nights a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, with Scars Entertainment. We also have a little something for you pool sharks out there. Pool tournaments go on from Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock, so come on out and show us how you shoot. We got great live music on Friday and Saturday, so if you find yourself putzing around the house on one of those nights, come on out, grab a partner, and show us your dance moves, two-stepping or shuffling. Got the best dance floor in town. And we've built a beautiful patio. It's got the best view in town. Come on out on a warm day and have yourself a good cold drink. We opened up our backyard bar. It's fully stocked and fully loaded. So we got fast service, fast drinks, cold beers, and pretty girls. Come check us out at This Diamond in the Rough, the 87 South Highway. Past the Walmart on the left. I'll see you there.
Now it's time for the NASCAR Minute, brought to you by Dale Coates Heating and Air Conditioning and 87 Auto Sales on the K-Best Morning Program.
That's right. It's time for the NASCAR Minute, brought to you by 87 Auto Sales and Dale Coates Heating and Air Conditioning. I got Dale Coates and Tim Knox on the line. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Tim. I don't know about you, but that's the first time I've been able to play the air drums in a long time because we don't ever get to hear that.
Man, see, I was never taught right. I didn't know that I had to push a different button for you guys to hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the fun of this show is getting fired up with that song.
I've been ruining it for a year almost.
Almost a full year, Gooney.
Sorry, I apologize. We're going to blame it on Charles.
We forgive you. Don't worry about it.
Tim, you should have known better. You could have taught me through it over the air. Come on now.
Gooney, stop the show. Hit program 2.
Yeah, there we go. Well, guys, we're halfway through the week. Got a big NASCAR race coming up this weekend. What do we got?
Well, we're at Kansas, and I think it's going to be more of the same, to be honest with you. There's, just a Hendrick domination. You take Carl Edwards' pit strategy out of last week, and you just got Hendrick winning again, really, and I just don't see any of that changing, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Hendrick dominates everything.
Are you kind of leaning towards who you're going to pick there, Dale?
Well, I'm just saying, you guys can't pick Hendrick this week. Y'all have already said no Hendricks.
I'm not going for a Hendricks driver. I know that. I don't know who I'm picking, but it's not Hendricks.
Dale, if we're going to go with the rule of no Hendricks drivers, you got to follow suit. I'm just saying.
Okay, let's do that. Let's make it a pact. No Hendricks drivers this week.
Okay, sounds fair.
And we're all going to be losers, but let's go with that.
Yeah, right. Of course, they're dominating the points right now as well. Do you think that's going to continue into the chase when everything changes up a little bit?
I think so. I really see that he's probably going to make them even stronger, and I think that you'll see from now till the chase starts, they're really going to push trying to get Casey Kane to win, so they can have 4 cars in that chase. And, he's getting closer. Just seems to be something awry with that whole team. It's not just Casey's driving ability. It's just they can't put it together. And Casey's always had just a bit of a bad luck, don't you think, Tim?
Yeah, very much. I mean, even when he's been on hot streaks, it's always – that hot streak is kind of plucked in the middle of a couple of bad luck runs, and it always seems like it wasn't his fault. You hate it for the guy because Casey's a good driver. I mean, he really knows how to get up on the wheel, and he's a good guy for the sport. I mean, ladies love him a lot. I mean, he's a good thing overall for the sport, and he's never showed his rear end, and he's a good guy. So you hate it for him because he's got all the talent in the world, but it just comes to show that you've got to have a good team in NASCAR. It's not just a one-man thing. And, in my opinion, Casey Kane's living proof of that.
Yeah, I think so. And it's always been that team with Hendrick. It used to be the 5-car that, everybody said with the Kellogg's brand on it was jinxed. Well, they changed everything up, and Casey's in there, and it just seems to be the same. More of the same, and he's had some hot streaks, like you said, where he's won back-to-back races, but just can never put it all together. And he's kind of like the Kyle Busch over at Gibbs. Now they got Carl Edwards going over there. I'm sorry, Carl's not going there. It's just
yeah, he's going to Gibbs.
Yeah, he's going to Gibbs. Yeah, that's right. He is going to Gibbs, but with Matt Kenseth, and there's just. I don't see that gelling real well.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't see that.
Hell, we'll see. I mean, Carl's another one of those guys who all the talent. I mean, he should have won a championship, by now. I mean, he's been really good, and so I don't know. I mean, to see how Matt Kenseth did over there. I think he'll have more of the same type of success. I mean, this year's been a little off for Matt, but overall, that's a really good team. So that's going to be interesting. To me, that's going to be one of the things to really watch next year.
Well, I just think that's going to be an interesting situation with Kyle, Carl, and Matt. Matt's not the alpha male like Carl and Kyle are, and I just think that's going to be kind of strange to see how that works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to build a Hendricks team, almost do like a Miami Heat type deal. And
you got to start with cars too. They can't all be drivers.
Yeah, that's true. Real quick, guys, you been watching any of the World Cup?
Yes, of course.
You see that guy bite that other guy last night?
I did not see that.
Oh, man, yeah, he just fell right into his shoulder with his teeth. They're making a big deal out of that.
Mike Tyson style, huh?
Yeah, that's what Derek was saying. He went to the Mike Tyson School of Soccer. Yeah. We'll see how USA does with Germany on Thursday. And we'll follow up with the race Friday. We'll make our picks. No Hendricks this week, so we'll see how.
No Hendricks.
All right, guys. You have a fantastic rest of the week.
All right.
All right, that was Dale Coates and Tim Knox with the NASCAR Minute, brought to you by 87 Auto Sales and Dale Coates Heating and Air Conditioning.
87 Auto Sales Big Spring, huge tax refund. 250 clean pre-owned cars, SUVs, and pickups to choose from. 87 Auto Sales finances for their customers right there at the dealership. So take your refund check, drive away the same day. 87 Auto Sales has the right vehicle for your needs. They've served West Texas over 40 years. 87 Auto Sales, corner of 3rd and Gregg, Big Spring. Call 263-8787. Right on the corner and right on the price.
The oil field is booming in Howard County. If you're in an RV or travel trailer and the AC isn't working quite right, call me, Dale Coates. I have over 20 years experience in installing and repairing air conditioners. And you don't have to bring your trailer to me. I'll come see you. So just call 714-4688 for Dale Coates Heating and AC. And remember, if you're in an RV or travel trailer, I'll come to you. Call 714-4688 for Dale Coates.
The T-shirts are coming. T-shirts are coming. The Pops in the Park T-shirts are coming. Want a sneak peek? Log on to kbestmedia.com to see this year's official Pops in the Park T-shirt from your official Pops in the Park radio stations at KBest Media. As always, the free Pops T-shirts will be launched into the crowd at Pops in the Park on July 3rd. But if you want to make sure you and your family get these patriotic shirts, today is the last day to order them online at kbestmedia.com. These top quality shirts are just $15, and a portion of the proceeds will be donated to the Pops in the Park Fund to help keep our fireworks show spectacular. T-shirts are available in youth sizes and adult sizes, but they must be ordered today. It's the last day to log on to kbestmedia.com to order your size. That's kbestmedia.com. KBEST media.com. Let's show our patriotism and have a fabulous fireworks show this year at Pops in the Park.
Hey, I'm Michael Madsen. Anytime I'm back in Big Spring, I'm going to tune into KBST.
Hey, I'm Michael Madsen. Anytime I'm big. That guy's got such a raspy voice.
Yep. Hey, no Hendricks.
Welcome back to Gooney in the Morning on KBST AM and FM. We're halfway through the week, folks. It's Wednesday, June 25th, 7:53 here at the KBS studios. We got the Bear in the house this morning, Derek Tant.
Hello.
Yeah, you did it.
Psyched you out.
Hey, there's this app. It's coming out of Austin. These guys in Austin made this app. They were sitting around one night, I guess, and there was just a couple guys hanging out, and one of them went on a beer run. We can go to the store and get some beer, and I guess he came back and just totally messed up everybody's order. Had the wrong beer and just totally messed it up. So these guys made this new app. It's called Brew Drop. It's a brand new app that they're just trying out in Austin, I guess, right now, and they're going to see if it'll spread over. But basically what happens is you just put in an order for what you want into the app for what kind of alcohol you want, and it delivers it to you. They'll deliver it with like within an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've always thought that Austin has been a hotbed of creativity, but that is genius.
It really is, man. Like, that's like, I'm not. It's good because it's going to cut down on drinking and driving, because you get towards the end of the night, you run out of beer, like, hey, let's go to the store for a beer. No, just pull up the app. There you go. Have it delivered. It's like Chinese. Get some Chinese and some beer.
Saving lives.
There you go. Why not? Just go ahead and take care of that right quick. Hey, we got some riding fence to do coming up on community calendar.
Oh yeah. There's Marge Carpenter.
Marge Carpenter
out in the lobby.
In the house. Ow! It's going to be fun. Get ready for your calls. That's always a good time.
Yeah, call. She likes getting calls, even if you have no idea what she's asking about people. Just call.
Yeah.
And talk to her.
She'll have fun just chatting it up with you. What was your favorite part of today's show, Derek?
Oh man, the World Cup tooth guy.
Mike Tyson guy. That was a good one. My favorite part of today's show would have to be, man, you stole mine. It's going to have to be the beer app. That's a pretty cool invention there.
That is.
Either that or the Whataburger. You know, it's been this day in 1950 was when Whataburger got their name. That was pretty cool.
An institution in our great state.
Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Get some Whataburgers. Well, hey, it made us laugh. And remember, if you're not laughing,
you're not living.
The Cole family owns and operates Parkview Nursing and Rehabilitation. When you have a question about treatment, care of your loved one, or just need to talk to the boss, someone from the family will be there to listen and help. Parkview is a comforting, loving, and gentle place for specialized